You're right, guys, what's up? It is Bulbs here, coach of the Bulbahampton Wanderers, and this is week 5 of the Hoenn Draft League. And our opponents this week are the Chicago White Sawks, coached by Shad, who I believe has his own YouTube channel. So I'll link that in the description, along with, I imagine, he'll be doing a video of his side of this battle. So I'll link that as well if he does do that. Full disclosure, this is my 4th time now trying to record this video. I don't know what it is, my laptop keeps glitching out, the video keeps just ending up really jumpy, getting corrupted, whatever. I believe I might have sorted it now, but yeah, this video will be a little bit all over the place as I'm just repeating my thoughts for the 4th time now. Without any real further ado, I'm just going to jump straight away into the analysis of his team. So his team is the new Politoed Urshifu Rapid Strike, which is the water fighting type. Zebstrike over Uniclus Kingdra, Seismitoad, Mega Abomasnow, Arctozolt, Magnezone, and the Umbreon. Straight away, first thoughts on this team. It's concerning to see a dual weather team because it's really difficult to prep for. Is he going to bring the rain with Politoed? Is he going to bring the hail with the Mega Abomasnow? Is it going to be a mixture of both? Is it going to be neither? It can be really difficult to plan for. And Shad is well known for creating like very interesting sets, what he calls fire sets. So it could be really difficult to try and figure out what he's going to be doing there. But in this team there are significant holes, which I'm hoping to exploit. The first being, I don't know if you noticed, absolutely no fairy types. Not only that, he's got the one dragon resist, which is Magnezone steel type. And obviously I like to think I've got probably the premier dragon type in the entire league with Naganadel, so hopefully Naganadel can put in a lot of work with nothing wanting to switch into a Draco Meteor particularly. On top of that, he's also got no ground immunities, and I believe I've also got the premier ground type in the league with EXCADRILL, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to have the bulk to deal with stuff like his Urshifu, stuff like, you know, whatever sets he decides to bring. Mew is also terrifying, but on an offensive side of things, I absolutely believe that I've got more than enough to deal with a lot of his team. So with no further ado, just going to jump straight away into the team builder element of this video. So here we go, this is the team that we are going to be bringing for this week. First up is the Mega Banette. Literally, first Pokemon I picked, first move I picked, Sunny Day. Prankster Sunny Day is going to shut down anything he wants to do with weather. If he wants to bring the Drizzle Politoed for like a Swift Swim Kingdra, absolutely you're going to cut that out with the Sunny Day. It also obviously deals with, say if he wants to bring a Slush Rush Arctozolt, cut that out with the Sunny Day. Also, if he brings like a Surging Strikes Urshifu, it's going to be doing a hell of a lot less damage with the Sunny Day. I believe I calculated, I think this thing lives a choice banded Surging Strikes under Sunny Day, which is really, really nice. We've also got the Taunt there, just in case he wants to bring any kind of fire sets, any kind of setup. It's going to deal really well with stuff like the Mew. Destiny Bond is there as well, just in case something does manage to set up. If he's prepared for the sweep, he's not going to be able to do it with the Banette, and Shadow Claw is just there for coverage. Shadow Claw is just there for a bit of stab, just some kind of offensive presence. I will say at this point, obviously the Crown Tundra DLC came out a couple of weeks ago, and it turns out that some of the leaks were wrong. Banette did not appear in the Crown Tundra DLC, so unfortunately it does not get access to the Poltergeist. Now that does make Mega Banette a little bit less viable. I believe at the moment it still leads in kills, even though I've played a couple games less than everyone else. So it's a little bit unfortunate to lose the Poltergeist there, but Shadow Claw, it's still respectable. It's like a base 70 damage, but it's got a high crit ratio. But anything with that base 165 attack is going to hit hard. He's also got no normal types and only one ghost resistance in Umbreon, so I do believe that this thing is still going to put in not as much work as it has done in previous battles, but it will still put in work. On that, just to really make the point, Poltergeist is not allowed from now on in the league on Banette. It's not going to change the first two battles when it did have Poltergeist, because we were going off the leagues then, so So those battles are not affected at all, but yeah, going forwards we don't get Poltergeist. Next up we've got the Nagnadel, as I alluded to before. This guy has got absolutely zero switch-ins to a Nagnadel. Now, my first Nagnadel that I had built was a Choice Scarf set, just because it outspeeds absolutely everything on his team. His fastest Pokemon is Zebstrika on 115 base speed. This thing's 121. So this thing, if it was Choice Scarfed, it's just going to outspeed anything and hit anything with a Draco Meteor. I opted against that because I would rather I'd rather bring a setup set, quite honestly. Obviously, the Draco Meteor deals a -2 special attack to me every time I fire it off. So I believe a Choice Scarf Draco Meteor, although it would be a guaranteed hit on something and a guaranteed heavy hit, it doesn't really work for longevity because I'd have to switch out afterwards, and then I'd lose momentum. So this is really here just to set up, basically. I'm hoping if I can bring it in on something that can't really hit it back, I can get a free substitute on the switch, get a free nasty plot as they break the sub, and then yeah, I've got a +2 Draco Meteor to play with. If I kill something, I'll get the beast boost, so I could get at least 2 Draco Meteors off without my special attack being too severely affected. Got the Salak Berry there just in case if he doesn't bring any Scarfers, then we can just substitute up until we get to Salakberry range. Then we get the speed boost as well. Just stuff like that. It's going to be really, really nice. It's EV'd with 204 EVs in speed. This means it'll outspeed any kind of a beneficial nature 252 speed Mew. I'm not really too worried about the Zebstrika. I don't think it can do too much to me. So I didn't want to EV to outspeed the Zebstrika, because at that point, if I want to outspeed a jolly Zebstrika, I have to go timid as opposed to modest, and I just love the idea of having this high special attack. So yeah, general idea with this is just substitute up on whatever I can substitute up on, get the nasty plots up. If we get the Salakberry boost, that's nice. If not, who cares? And yeah, the only Draco Meteor resist that he's got is the Magnezone. So Fire Blast is there just to deal with that. Do not need Sludge Wave at all. There's no need to bring it, so I'm not bringing it. Yeah, that is the Nagnavez, hopefully, because I don't think I've used Nagnadel too well, particularly these last few weeks, so this might be the game when Nagnadel really proves its worth. Next up, we've got the Amorphophallus, the Vileplume. This thing is really just here as an Urshifu counter. Obviously, we resist both of the stabs. Yeah, sure, it does get Zen Headbutt, but it's not going to OHKO with that. We can get the Strength Sap up and we can work off that. The only thing that's really concerning about this is the fact that Zebstrika gets Sap Sipper. But at that point we can Toxic protect the Zebstrika, get a bit of chip damage off on that before switching out into a better counter. We also resist Zebstrika's stabs, so even if it does get the Sap Sipper boost, it's not going to be doing too much damage to us back. Yeah, this thing obviously functions really well as something like a Seismitoad counter as well. I think having Grass Stab against the Rain team is really, really important. Didn't really bring the Sludge Bomb because other than the Zebstrika, there's nothing that the Sludge Bomb really hits that the Giga Drain doesn't. Obviously, Mega Abomasnow is there, and I'm probably going to be made to eat my words here, but Mega Abomasnow just does not concern me at all. If he brings like a Trick Room set, fair play to him, but we've got the Taunt Mega Banette, we've got Destiny Bond on that thing as well, so I don't think even a Trick Room set is really going to bother me too much in the long run. Yeah, if he doesn't bring the Urshifu, then I'm more than happy to sack this Vileplume off, because it doesn't really function too much as any other kind of a counter for anything. Obviously, we brought the physically defensive set, and his other physical Pokemon include Arctozolt and Mega Abomasnow, which are going to kill it with Ice Stab anyway. So yeah, this thing's literally just here to hard counter the Urshifu. Next up, we've got the Clefable. I have said before that Shad is really good at just bringing his fire sets. It's why we've got the Taunt on the Mega Banette, but if we don't manage to get the Taunt off in time, if he does manage to set up on me and I don't have the Destiny Bond available, we've got Unaware Clefable. This thing, we've got the Calm Mind set, which basically serves as a reverse sweeper. If he sets up on me, bring this thing out, and we can just set up on him back. Moonblast is there because it hits everything on his team apart from the Magnezone, which is what the Flamethrower is there for. I think the Magnezone is 100% coming. He's got to realise that. But we got Fire Stab. Sorry, I'm just going to interject here. I was saying fire stab like an absolute idiot. I just meant fire coverage. Obviously, Clefable is not a fire type. Just shut up, Luke. Fire stab. Not like fire set. We've got literal fire type stab on two of our offensive threats now, so I think Magnezone shouldn't prove too much of an issue. My only real worry with this Clefable set is that we don't have Magic God or Heal Bell, so he can Toxic me. But I think it would be quite a ballsy play to put Toxic on a Clefable because I can very easily bluff the Magic God or the Heal Bell. So I don't think he'll be thinking about doing that. Yeah, if we can get a few Calm Minds up, because his only offensive stab that can beat out Fairy comes from the Magnezone. It's obviously a specially based Pokemon, so if we can get a couple Calm Minds up, that Flash Cannon is suddenly a lot less scary, and we can just hit it straight back with Flamethrower. Gone fully physically defensive, as with last week, because obviously the Calm Minds will bulk out our special side of things, so if we can get a physically defensive Pokemon with special defensive buffs, we are absolutely golden. Yeah, that's the thinking behind Clefable. Next up, we've got Mr. Ray, the Mantine. This thing, as with every week that I bring it, it's just a generic special wall, not too much to say about that. Air Slash, Protect, Toxic, and Roost. Air Slash over Scald, just because he's got a couple water absorbers, he's got a few water types. Scald isn't really gonna bother me too much, it's not gonna benefit me too much, I should say. Air Slash is just obviously the other offensive stab that you get. It's going to deal quite well with the Urshifu if he does bring that. Got the Toxic Protect just for scouting out. Protect is there to scout out for electric moves that I might not expect. Toxic is obviously there just to wear things down. Works well with the Protect, and Roost is just obviously there for a bit of longevity, a bit of reliable recovery. I was tempted to go with the Swift Swim set to sort of counter a rain team that he might bring, but I do believe that a Water Absorb is just more important. If he sets up with like his Kingdra, he's not going to be able to get any kind of Hydro Pumps off on me. It's also going to be really nice if he does choice his Urshifu into something, because it means that he basically cannot go for a Choice Banded or Choice Scarfed Surging Strikes at any point in the battle while Mantine's out, otherwise we can just bring it straight in. Yeah, obviously stuff like the Magnezone does concern me. Looking at my team, I don't have too much of an answer for it, but I can revenge kill really easily with the fire type moves that I've got. On top of the Excadrill, of course, which is coming up next. So here's Tiny. One thing that you might be very confused about, and I'm still unsure at this point, but I'm going to stick with it, is the fact that we've got Sandstorm as a move. Now, we do have Sandaconda on the roster, and you might be wondering why would we just bring Sandstorm as a fourth move when we've got Sandaconda. Basic answer is I believe that the five Pokemon that I brought are going to be more important than the Sandaconda. Excadrill outspeeds a fair amount of his team, so if we can get a free sub up, that would be beautiful. And then Sandstorm on the switch. Basically, the only moves that we need are Earthquake and Iron Head. He's got absolutely zero resistances to the Earthquake apart from the Mega Abomasnow. Obviously, the Iron Head's there for that. I don't believe that we even need to bring the Swords Dance set. I believe that this thing is just doing heavy damage to absolutely everything on his team. I think this is my true win con. Obviously, we've got the Naganadel, which I believe is going to punch big holes in his team, obviously, hopefully quite early to mid-game. Clefable functions more of a reverse sweeper than anything else. If he does decide to bring some kind of setup mons, Clefable's just there to sort of unaware stop the setup and then set up itself, but I don't think Clefable's going to be my primary set up Pokemon. Yeah, Excadrill is just my absolute win con. If we can get a free sub up, free Sandstorm, he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything, and it's really nice to be able to say that. Obviously, the substitute is going to stop any kind of like Will-O-Wisp shenanigans from the Mew, anything like that. It's going to be absolutely stopped in its tracks. This thing is EV'd. This thing, I believe, outspeeds a Choice Scarfed Zeb Striker when it's got the double speed from the Sandrush. Zebstrike was his fastest Pokemon, so that does also mean that it will outspeed all of his team, Choice Scarfed or not. And yeah, I believe that Tiny's going to do some absolutely massive work in this game. The only thing that I do worry about with this team, I crafted it at about 3 o'clock in the morning. looking back through it now, I don't have any hazards to set up, and I've got no way of removing hazards. But looking at his team, Seismitoad is probably going to have Stealth Rocks. Stealth Rocks aren't going to bother me too much. It's a bit annoying for the Mantine. I was kind of tempted to bring the Heavy Duty Boots. But actually, no, do you know what? Saying that, yeah, I am going to bring the Heavy Duty Boots. We got the Roost for the recovery, so we don't need the leftovers. But yeah, like past that, like the Mew could bring hazards, but if the Mew's bringing hazards and not setting up, I'm genuinely happy with that. Yeah, and bringing hazards of my own, it would be nice to get the chip damage off on his team before we bring out the Excadrill, but I just believe with the Pokemon that we've got, we're going to be able to get enough chip damage off as it is. And yeah, I'm not going to ramble anymore. That is the team that we got for this week. We got the Mega Banette, Naganadel, Volplume, Clefable, Mantine, and Excadrill. And yeah, when I see you next, it will be hopefully as the battle is starting. Right, we've sent the challenge. Oh, we've sent the challenge. He's online. Right, let's see what we got. Politoed, yeah, he doesn't bring the Urshifu. It's to be expected that he didn't bring the Urshifu. It really is, but that's kind of makes Volplume a little bit useless now. The Grass Stab is going to be really nice. No Polycobra, sad. Yeah, sorry. So the Volplume is going to be nice against these Seismitoads still. Umbreon is going to serve as an annoyance, but hopefully it should be manageable. If we can Toxic it, even if it synchronizes the Toxic back onto Mantine, I'm more than happy with that. Obviously, he's got the Politoed Kingdra combo. Sunny Day is actually going to be quite useful. I hope I do get to use that. Yeah, the Magnezone's here, which obviously I knew it would be because it deals with a lot of my team really well. I probably should have brought maybe like a Polycobra or something just to deal with the Magnezone because I don't have too much of a switch for it. Hopefully it's choiced in some fashion because then I can work around that. If it's some kind of a crazy Shad Fire set, then maybe not. Something that I've just realised I've forgotten to do. I'm going to add my Pokemon into the damage calc, so I'm just going to cut while I do that. Cool, okay, just wanted to get that in there, because you know how much I depend on my damage calcs. Right, who am I leading with? I haven't really set a lead for myself. I've got no one to set up hazards. I guess Aghanim might be a good lead, just to taunt anything that he sends out that might want to set up hazards. He's probably going to lead off with the Mew, I imagine, or he could lead off with something like the Kingdra to Flip Turn or the Magnezone to Volt Switch. It might be really nice to lead off with the Nagnavez and just fire off a Draco. That might be really, really nice. I kind of want to just lead off with the Aghanim. It's going to be nice to get the Mega Evolution off straight away. And yeah, I think taunting whatever he has at the moment, that'll probably benefit me the best. I'm going to do that. I'm going to lead off with the Banette. Oh, the fact that he still hasn't decided his lead is really concerning because usually I'm the one who takes, obviously, as you are well aware, usually I'm the one who takes the longest with my moves. I'm not used to clicking. I'm not used to making my decision and then waiting for opponent. Because at this point I start to second guess myself because there's that big cancel button there, and at this point it's very tempting to click it. I'm going to try and stick with my guns. I think it would be nice to lead off with Naganadel though, because Naganadel outspeeds anything unscarfed, right? And looking at his team, it's really slow and he doesn't have a Trick Roomer. It's really slow and he doesn't have a Trick Roomer. Looking at this, actually, what is Excadrill? How many? I want to check how many speed EVs I put in Excadrill because I can't remember off the top of my head, but I don't want to do that because then that's going to reveal the other team that I built for my week 3 Rosa battle that I still haven't played, and I don't want to just reveal that. I mean, I could edit around it, but I can't be asked with that. What does Kingdra? Do you know what? I am going to do that actually. Luke, edit this, Luke, edit this. edit this, edit this. There we go, it's here. You got 248 EVs in speed. Okay, so we got 248 EVs in speed on the Excadrill. Which means that, yeah, we outspeed everything that isn't scarfed or swift swim boosted. Oh, in that case, it's tempting to go into Excadrill and set up a sub. It's tempting to go into some kind of... I know it's just a Porygon Bob, but that has reminded me I'm going to ignore the spectators. It's really tempting to go into something like the Naganadel. Maybe not the Excadrill, I want to save that for a late game. It's tempting to go into Naganadel, just set up a sub. It's do I do that? Because if I go into Naganadel, right, I can't even click. I'm literally shaking. I get so nervous at this point. If I search for like a Mew, if I can get a nasty plot up, no, I'm sticking with my guns. We're going into the Bonnet. He leads off with the Kingdra. Does he want to set up? He's not going to set up like a Rain Dance because obviously he's got the Politoed. Does he want to set up a Focus Energy? I mean, he probably doesn't, right? I think that my very obvious switch here is the Mantine. I think it's a very obvious switch, and he can work around that for sure. Because I don't want to get his, I don't want him to get his Magnezone in for free because I don't have much of an answer for it. Specs Draco Meteor's doing more than I wanted to. I can roost up at that point though. Oh, do you know what? I'm a little bit annoyed at myself already because I said in the Teambuilder he's definitely bringing the Magnezone, and I'm looking at my Mantine with Air Slash. Maybe I should have gone for the Scald. Other options, Amorphalis maybe. I'm going to go into the Mr. A, I think. I know it's a really obvious switch, but I don't want to make any hard reads this early in the game. What's he going to go for? He's going to go for the flip turn, which he can't get off. Okay, that works quite well. That works quite well. At this point, though, we know he's going to switch out. Probably into the Magnezone. If we can... Because he's not hitting the Warp type move. He's not hitting the flip turn or the... He's not hitting the flip turn or the Hydro Pump. So Excadrill is really tempting here because... Surely he goes out into the Magnezone. Surely he does. Surely the Magnezone comes out. What's a Magnezone doing to Clefable unboosted? I'm probably going to pretend you're not Choice Specs. Choice Scarf. No, your Flash Cannon's doing way too much. Okay. So Clefable is not a safe switch at this point. He doesn't bring the Zeb Striker either. That's really, really important to note. So I can get off some free Giga Drains, free Strength Zaps. He doesn't really have much for the Vileplume, really, apart from the Mew. So Vileplume is really important in this game, actually. I only brought it for an Urshifu counter, and he doesn't have the Urshifu, but Vileplume is important. So it's either Vileplume or Excadrill. I really want to go for the hard read. I really want to. I'm going to go for the hard read. Is he going to switch out? Hidden Power Electric. Okay. Oh, okay, that's really good to know. That's really, really good to know. It's good to know this Kingdra is not choiced in any sense, and it's good to know that he does have the Hidden Power Electric. So yeah, you're not choiced. Let's just pretend that you're like a Life Orb, just for argument's sake. I mean, obviously you're going to be doing heavy damage to me right now. What am I doing to you? I'm tempted to set up the sub. I just want to see more of your moves. I don't think he goes for the Hydro Pump. I don't think he does. I think he goes for the flip turn if he's going for a water type move. Let's just give this thing flip turn, sure, whatever, and then give it a plus special attack. Give it like that. Flip turn's still doing a lot to me. At this point, I really want to switch again, into the Mr. Array. What are you doing to a Vile Plume? I mean, if you've got Hurricane, then you're obviously doing a lot, but you're not going for the Hurricane right now. I kind of want to just switch around for a little bit, just to reveal a bit more of this thing's set. Because it's really important to get information like this, but also, I think... a Swords Dance here would have been so nice. If I had Focus / Swords Dance, I win the game at this point, like genuinely, barring any priority. So that would have been really nice to bear in mind. Because also looking at his team, he might not have the hazards unless it is on the Seismitoad. I kind of want to go back out into the Mr. A. What are you doing with the Hidden Power? Hidden Power Electric. What is that doing to a Mantine? I mean, it's only doing half. It's only doing half. If I can get a Toxic up on this thing. So my switch here, it's either the Substitute or it's the Mr. Ray. I'm gonna go for the Substitute. Oh, why do you outspeed? Because I am not jolly. That was very stupid of me. It's a real good job he didn't go for the Hydro Pump. Oh, don't you just love misplays turn 3? I've also revealed that I'm adamant for whatever that's worth. If he's got the air balloon on the Magnezone, then that becomes slightly troublesome. I should have gone back out into the Mantine, because I'm setting up the sub. I said early on in the video during the team build portion that this thing is my win con, and turn 3 I've just let it take 65% damage, and I'm doing the sub. This thing's going to be at 10%. I'm sacking off this Excadrill for no reason, literally just because I'm adamant. So this thing comes out. Obviously he's going to expect a Swords Dance here, right? What are we doing to you? Earthquake's only a 2-hit KO, and that's if he's specially defensive. If he's physically defensive, then we've got no chance. Could go for the Iron Heads, try and get some flinches up, but like, I've got a feeling I've just wasted this Excadrill already, which is really annoying. I might Iron Head just... No, I'm not going to go for the flinch. I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. Let's get some damage off. Let's get some information on this set. And yeah, I mean, we've got the leftovers, I guess. We can recover up a little bit. Earthquake did 38%, which tells me that you are... yeah, it tells me that you're definitely some kind of physical investment. Probably looking like a calm, but 252 in defense. Obviously, you're going for foul plays. At this point, Clefable's a really nice switch. You might double out into the Magnezone, predicting that, but yeah, I did not play that turn very well at all. You might go for the Toxic on the switch, and at that point, it'll reveal that I'm not Magic Guard, and I really don't want to get Clefable Toxic. I am beginning to think I haven't built very well for this team. I prepared for some things like the Urshifu, which haven't turned up, and I've got no Cleric. I feel like... Right. Oh, think positive. Think positive. We're obviously going to need to switch. Like, obviously, and he's obviously going for the foul play again. If he goes for the foul play again, we bring in Clefable, right? There's no way, if I bring out Clefable on him, there's no way he's going to go for the Toxic on me, because what's the point? That allows us to get one free Calm Mind up. I think that's what we do. Go for the foul play again, please. Baton Pass. Okay, he's going to bring out the Magnezone, I imagine. What's an unboosted? What do we say an unboosted Flamethrower is doing to a Magnezone? It's doing over half. Might be nice to wear that thing down, because I think it naturally outspeeds me, right? Assuming that we've both got no investment. Okay, we match on speed. Okay, he brings out the Politoed. the nickname Belly Drum. Don't think I've mentioned this in this video yet. Last season we played each other, and he swept me with the Belly Drum Politoed. So thanks for that one, mate. Right, at this point, there's no way that he's Belly Drum again. If he's Belly Drum again, then I'm very happy because I'm unaware. If he's any kind of bonkers set, like, what moves do you get? Luke, again, Luke, edit this, edit this, edit this, edit this, edit all of this. Right, if we are Natdex Legacy, Politoed. Because I don't think you scare me too much, I'm gonna be honest. Looking through that, you don't get any kind of poison or steel moves, which is the main thing that worries me. There's no way that he toxics either, because he doesn't know that I'm unaware. He is here. He is. I think Calm Mind, right? The thing that I'm worried about is this thing is obviously prepped for Clefable in some sense, because he got the free baton pass switch and he opted to go for the Politoed over the Magnezone. So he's got... what am I doing? Drizzle. He's got some kind of plan for me, right? But I still think we can get free Calm Mind up here. I'm not going to second guess myself. Or maybe I am. Does he get Taunt? I should definitely check. He doesn't get Taunt. If he does any kind of setup, whether it's a Belly Drum or Curse or whatever, any kind of setup just does not bother me. He gets a Haze, which he could have brought for me. Thinking about it, he probably does have the Haze, because he can probably predict the Calm Mind setup. But it'd be nice to know. Definitely be nice to know. Yeah, he's going for the Weather Ball. What? Are you Specs? Are you? Are you Specs? Even then it's a roll. If you're modest Specs, full investment, Weather Ball is a roll. Christ. Do you know what? I don't like responding in these, but yeah, it was decent. God damn. God damn. I mean, the obvious switch is Sunny Day Burnett, right? That's the obvious switch. Choice Specs Weather Ball. Because let's just say we bring out the Mega Burnett. Obviously, Weather Ball is a one-hit KO. But if we go for the Sunny Day, it's still doing insane damage. That, I mean, Mr. A is the obvious switch, but then he just goes out into the Magnezone and it's just carnage again. If I would have doubled out into the man, oh, do you know what? Oh god. Oh god. At this point, Naganavez might be quite nice, because we know that this thing, well, we know it's got no defensive investment, whether it's HP or not. Remains to be seen. His Weather Ball's still breaking the sub. That's what concerns me. But we could just get up a free Nasty Plot, right? Could just get up a free Nasty Plot. We know the Kingdra isn't scarfed. We can assume probably at this point the Magnezone is, right? And actually we haven't seen the Magnezone yet. But we can assume that it is. If he brings a choice new, then fair. I'm gonna hit him back. We know that this thing is choiced. So do we go for the sub or the Nasty Plot? He doesn't stay in, right? We're gonna go for the sub. we're going to reveal a second substitute mon. Do we do sub or do we do nasty plot? That's the question, right? Because I've got to think this through. If he stays in and for the weather ball, then it breaks our sub. But that's not the end of the world. If we go straight away for the nasty plot, the only thing is if we go straight away for the nasty plot and he brings out a choice scarfed Mew or something, which I would not be surprised if he does. Obviously, we outspeed Mew in all circumstances unless it's scarfed. I'm tempted to go straight away for the nasty plot, but no. The thing is, if we get up for the sub and he goes into a choice scarf Mew, then we can't get up the nasty plot. We just have to hit away with a dry Draco. I'd hit with a dry Draco Mew. And what's that doing to a Mew? If we can get to +2, we kill the Mew. That's what. Let's just say that this thing has got Psychic Stab. It's not killing. I mean, granted, that's with no investment, and God knows what Shad brings. God, I can't even think what the title of this video is going to be called, but it's going to be a good one. I'm sticking with the sub. To make your move, Shad, please. Oh my God, the tension at the moment is killing me. Because I'm pretty sure last week it was a 6-0 as well. Not last week, last season. He weather balls and he breaks the sub. Right, and we've revealed the sub, which is annoying. But we're gonna nasty plot. We're gonna nasty plot. He's gonna go for the weather ball. What? Why is that? Hey, just gonna quickly interject here. This is future Luke. Just already played the battle. I'm not going to spoil any kind of the outcome, but this plays on my mind for a while, and I've just realised weather ball. It says there. This is the display that it would have said 30-35%. That's what I was basing it off. It's because there's no bloody weather, Luke. If it's in the rain, it does 67.8 to 79.9. That's why it did that much damage. Good job, mate. What am I missing here? I'm missing something. I know I'm missing something. At this point, I believe I've lost, which is awful. What? Not Scarf Specs. What am I missing here? Why did that do so much? 252. What did I just do with my calcs? I swear it said 30%. What did I just do with my calcs? Well, I mean, at this point, we're just going to do... Oh, no. We're going to do this, right? I won't lie, it's not looking good. Yeah, no, that's fair. Do we taunt this thing? Is he going to foul play? Is he going to foul play? Do we just play for the differential at this point? Like, what do we do? What do we do? I really don't want to tilt, but I'm really confused by my calcs because obviously it's saying weather ball is doing that much now. I really want to look back over the footage because I swear it said like 30%. And I don't know what I did. I mean, it was clearly fucking something. Yeah, no, I mean, if he goes for the foul play, obviously he kills me, right? Foul play on a Mega Banet. This is I've really got foul play kills. I've really got to stop relying on calcs. I've really got to stop because unless you remain 100% focused, it's going to bite you in the ass, and I'm not 100% focused right now. I could just go for the light. I mean, the Destiny Bond is still up, so we don't need to click it again. I think that's how Destiny Bond works. So we can just go for the taunt. I'm going to go into the Vile Plume, right? He goes for the Foul Play. He goes for the Wish. Oh god. Oh god, this is not a fun time. Shad, you've done it again, man. You've done it again. This man has got absolutely zero fairy types, and I've got the best dragon type in the game, and I lost it, what, turn 6? Turn 8? Whew. Yeah, leave me alone. I do not want to be talking to people right now. I just... I mean, the thing is, not even if I lose this battle, when I lose this battle, because I've lost this battle, I'm going to be 2-2, which isn't like, it isn't atrocious. I'm going to get this Toxic off, which is going to be nice. He's going to Baton Pass out into the Magna Zone, which is Air Balloon, which makes me want to go for the Giga Drain just to break the Air Balloon. Nope, never mind, he's got the sub. I am not focusing right now. We can go into the Aghanim, I guess. Whatever you want to do. Iron Defense. Did you get Body Press? You're not going to tell me. That's cool. Does Magna Zone... Do you get body... You do get Body Press. I mean, Shadow Claw's the move, right? I mean, you're obviously not Choice Specs at this point, but... I mean, Shadow Claw's the move, I guess. Taunt doesn't affect people behind the sub. Oh, it bypasses the sub. No, we're just going to Shadow Claw. We're going to break the sub. See what he wants to do. He's got the Thunderbolt, which does more than I would ever want it to. Right, so we can either taunt on the sub, or we can Destiny Bond on the Thunderbolt. At this point, yeah, I am just playing for differential. He's lost his thing, Air Balloon. So... I mean, if I had the Swords Dance on the EXCADRILL, but at that point I'm forsaking Ironhead, right? Although, looking at this team, it wouldn't have made a difference. Right, anyway, in the moment, is he going for the sub, or is he going... What's he doing? Is he doing sub, or is he doing Thunderbolt? Sub, Thunderbolt, sub, Thunderbolt. I've got a fucking D&D dice here, I could just roll for it. This ain't going to be the most entertaining video. I think my reaction to that, to those weather balls is going to be entertaining, but I think a lot of the battle here is sort of gone. He's got a Thunderbolt. Nope, your own defenses. Oh, well, GG. I mean, maybe GG. Like, what are you doing, even if you're at plus, what defense are you at now? +4, is that? Even if you're at +4 defense, let's just say you've got a Body Press. I don't even know what nature to put for you. Let's just put a neutral nature. And we're obviously going to give you the Air Balloon, not that matters. What are you doing realistically to my Vile Plume? And what am I doing back is the question. You're not doing anything to me, but I am obviously not doing anything back. So if we can taunt you just so that you can't set up a sub, and then a Leech Seed would have been nice here. Just anything else than what we've got going on right now. He's at +3 defense, which probably means that he lives in EXCADRILL, right? Let's just say this is popped. Yeah, he lives the actually no, because he's taking damage. So at this point we just need to stop the sub from going up. That's nice. That's nice at least. And then we can just debond, and he's got to go for the Thunderbolt, right? Body Press. I mean, he's just going to wear out the taunts. I mean... oh, God, what do you even do at this point? Like, what do you even do? I guess we just Shadow Claw. He's a massively high defense. But if we can just stop him from, if we can just keep the taunts up when the taunts wear out, then we do win this matchup. Crit is nice, but like doesn't make any difference really. It allows us to put some physical, sorry, some offensive presence on him. Because at +4, what is it doing without the crit? It's doing 16 to 19. It will kill unless he's got some investment in HP. I'm just glad this isn't, well, I'm not going to speak too soon. I'm glad that as things stand, that it's not going to be a 6-0. I mean, I suppose that's the good thing about having Mega Burnett in the team, is that because of Destiny Bond, like, it's very difficult to get 6-0'd. At least I can make it a 5-0. Oh, do you know what I am thinking though? Like, last week in my battle, those last 10 turns, not last week, the battle from a couple of days ago that was essentially last week's battle, for those last 10 turns, I had just given up all hope and I somehow clawed it out. So, like, never say never, I guess, but I suppose we still go with the game plan of chip damage and, oh, how is that doing so little? Not that it matters. I think he predicted the, you've made enough today. Yeah, I suppose he was just going for the body press, predicting the Destiny Bond. But at this point, I had expected a drill. I mean, yeah, that would be a big play. I'm not going to reveal it to him that I've given up hope. I'm just playing for the differential, but you know, Umbreon, at least it takes a little bit of damage there. I mean, I suppose at this point we just go straight back out into the Vileplume. He's going to Wish Up. I mean, if he passes out into the Magnezone, then all of my work is for nothing, right? So we've really got to bear that in mind, because I don't think he stays in now. I don't think he stays in. If he's not going for the foul, I'm going to go into the Excadrill. Does he double? No. Yes, well, he does double E, but Tom passes out. At least on the bright side, he's not going to go into the Magnezone here. I mean, nothing else is really going to benefit from this Wish, so that's something. God, I feel defeated, but after those after the getting over the shock of those first couple turns, I don't feel too tilted. I don't feel too tilted. I just sort of feel like I've accepted the result, and it's just going to be really fun to see if I can get anything out of it. But there's at this point in the battle, there's zero expectation on my shoulders. I can't think of a battle where I've choked it that early on, so it's a new sensation for me. Ugh, reminds me a little bit of not to call anyone out, but Maui's battle against the Monster Mudbray a couple weeks ago when he lost his Urshifu turn 1 to a Dazzling Gleam. I'm feeling a little bit like that right now. I feel like the Maxi division, which is the division that me, Maui, and my eventual week 3 opponent Rosa are in. I feel like looking at our history in the league and looking at our rosters, I feel like the Maxi division was the one that all eyes were on, as sort of the group of death. But honestly, in these opening weeks, we have not been performing to our best standards. There's a few trades that I do want to make. Here we go. On the bright side, we can set up a sub, I guess. I mean, Amorphalis is just the move, right? Amorphalis or Mr. A. I mean, at this range, it is. I do want to check what is Mantine doing to the Magnezone. Air Slash is it is killing at this range, even though it's quad resisted. So, I mean, Mr. A might be quite nice. I don't know what he's going to do here. Like, that's the thing about facing Shad, right? Like I was saying earlier, like his team has got severe holes. It's a good team, don't get me wrong, but it's got a lot of holes and a lot of weaknesses. But with the way that he plays, I am now realising he more than makes up for that. So usually I'd see a Seismitoad and I'd be like, right, Mr. Razor's a safe switch. He might have like a rock slide or a stone edge or whatever it learns, but like Mr. A is probably a safe switch. But now I'm looking at this Seismitoad and I don't know what I'm doing. I do not know what I'm doing. Sets up his rocks, I don't really care. I don't think he will do at this point. Like late game rocks can be useful, but looking at the health ranges of my Pokemon that are remaining, I don't think it's going to benefit him too much. I mean, Aghanim might be a nice switch, but like, no, actually, no, I'll take all of that back. It'll be nice to Toxic this thing for sure. It'd be very nice to Toxic this thing. Or go into the Vileplume. So what's a Giga Drain doing to Magnezone? I just want to know that that it's not a safe switch. Yeah, it's absolutely not a safe switch at this range. So I think we do go into the Vileplume. It's a predictable play. He's got the knockoff. That's cool. I think we probably go for the Giga Drain. I know that does bait out the Umbreon, but also there's not much I can do about that so much. Obviously that's the other thing, is that obviously he switches out here. So I should play that to my advantage and I should go for the double. And we know that he can't go into the Magnezone. He needs to get a free switch into the Magnezone. So the Giga Drain, the Giga Drain. Sometimes you just can't like overthink it, right? And you've got to look at a water ground type in front of you, and you've got to hit Giga Drain, because sometimes he'll predict me to predict the switch, and he'll stay in. I remember he's told me once. I don't know if it was in a league in the past or just in a random online battle, but he told me once about how he stayed in with a Abomasnow on a Darmanitan or something like that. And I know that he likes to make those really bold plays. So with that in mind, I am going to go for the Giga Drain. If the Mew comes out here, that's probably the most worrying thing, because it's bulky, it's at full health, and I don't know what it is. Yeah, he's going to go into the Kingdra. We don't know anything about this Kingdra, really. I imagine the final two moves are Hydro Pump and Draco Meteor. I kind of want to go for the Protect just to scout, see if he's got the Hurricane. So he's going to go for a Flip Turn. Alright, this is quite nice because it does allow me to get another Giga Drain off. Strength Sap doesn't benefit me at all, because unless he's bringing a bonkers Mew set, which I'm not going to hold against him, he doesn't really have any physical attackers. So yeah, I'm just going to go for another Giga Drain. That did more than I ever wanted it to, but with the Life Orb, with all of that, we can make some moves. I suppose at this point we go into the Mr. Ray, right? Because you know that he kills with his Draco. At this point, Mr. Ray comes out, and hopefully he doesn't. Okay, yeah, that works for me. And now we get a free Air Slash off. Free. Not that it's going to do much damage to anyone, but because he's at minus, he might just sack this. Why did I just? No, I can't type. That's why. So we know that you're Life Orb, and we know that you've got the Hidden Power Electric, and we know that you are at -2. Hidden Power Electric to the Mantine is going to be doing absolutely nothing. So we've got a free Air Slash. Right, it's not a 6-0. Like, genuinely, I'm not saying that as any kind of a sarky comment. Like, I am relieved that it's not a 6-0. At this point, though, he does get a. I mean, he's Magnezone. I mean, why am I calculating this? Of course it kills. Of course it kills. It doesn't kill. The Thunderbolt doesn't kill with the Magnezone. And our Air Slash does, I believe, yeah. We can stall out the Umbreon Toxic. We can Toxic this thing. It's also tempting to sack off the Amorphalis at some point. Just because I don't think that we really outspeed anything in this team, so we can't really get the Strength Sap up. I kind of want to Protect to see what he's going to go for, but no. In all honesty, we're going to Toxic. He gets rid of our Heavy Duty Boots, doesn't really bother me. We are like, the Protect here is obvious, but just to rack up a bit of poison damage, really. It's also going to be nice to see what else he's got, because obviously his knockoffs are going to be doing half damage now. So we can potentially roost up on this thing if necessary. I'm still really confused about that Naganadel taking that weather ball damage, because it's probably going to be the case that I'm going to look back on those calcs and I'm going to be like, no, it literally says 70% there. Why was I thinking 30? I know that, like, I'm not going to say that the showdown messed up for me. I know that no matter what has happened, I've made a mistake with my calcs. At this point, I think we just roost. See what you want to do. You want to get your wish off, right? Doesn't really bother me. He's got a yawn. That doesn't bother me. I mean, saying that I probably should do. What are we doing? What are we doing to you, Umbreon? We know that you're a physically defensive Umbreon, right? I think I remember working that out before. Yeah, Air Slash is still doing nothing. And I suppose Umbreon is the... Actually, no, we don't even outspeed the Umbreon, and it's going to kill Vileplume, right? What am I doing? It doesn't kill the... Okay, so worth bearing in mind that the Umbreon can be set up on... Not set up on, can be recovered on. I think he wishes here. I think this is his opportunity to get Magnezone in for free. If he does wish here, if he goes for the foul play, then fair play. He goes for the straight pass. All he needs to do is just go into something that outspeeds me here. Probably it's Politoed. I'm going to protect. Obviously, your choice. I'm going to see what you can choice yourself into. You're going to go for the psychic. I don't think. Okay, at that point we can go into the Mantine, right? And we're not doing much back to you, but I hate. This is the thing that I hate about playing people like Shad, right? Is the fact that I depend so much on calcs, and calcs they only have sort of like your more usual sets as presets. So every time I calc for Politoed, I have to go through all of this to do my calcs. But there we go, calcs are finally sorted, and also you got Weather Ball. Not that you're going to use it here, obviously, because you choiced. Your Psychic's doing nothing, so at this point it's an obvious switch, but Mantine, of course, comes in. Right, at this point I think we do just go for the Air Slashes. Protect here might be quite nice. I just not protect, a Toxic is what I meant. But no, we're going to go for the Air Slashes. Right. We missed! Oh! Oh. 95%. I mean, he's said he's sorry. I'm not going to hold that against anyone. This is going to make an interesting video at the very least. The thing is, though, I don't think he goes for the Thunderbolt straight away because I mean, at this point I can go out into Tiny, right? And I think that he knows that I can go out into Tiny. Does he just go for the Body Press? He doesn't go for the Iron Defense or anything. Obviously, he can't sub. I'm going to protect. We're just going to mind game a little bit. We're going to see what he does. He goes for the Thunderbolt. Right, at this point, this is mind game territory. Because I know that he's going for the Thunderbolt. I mean, does Vileplume... I know I've calculated this already, but I can't remember what I've said. Vileplume, at this point, most likely does not switch. And I really don't want to lose Aghanim because, obviously, as previously stated, I'm playing for differential, and a Destiny Bond is vital. So at this point, are you Thunderbolting Or are you body pressing? Do you thunderbolt? I mean, I know that he's thinking the exact same thing. If he's recording this video, he's probably speaking the exact same thoughts that I am. He's asking, is he air slashing or is he switching to tiny? And I'm asking, is he thunderbolt? We're going to air slash. We outspeed. Oh god, after all. Brilliant. Do we naturally outspeed this thing? I mean, I guess we do, unless it's a speed tie. Okay, after all that, we just naturally outspeed. It was the way that he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." That made me think that maybe he's got speed investment, because otherwise, if I'm gonna outspeed and KO anyway, I don't know. All right, well, somehow it's 4-4, and I really want to keep Mantine around just to stop Politoed from sweeping. If I had the Swords Dance on the Excadrill, I would say that at this point I am near a winning position, but I don't. And it's the Mew that scares me. If I can get a Toxic up on the Mew, even if it synchronises onto the Mantine, I don't care. If I can get a Toxic up on the Mew... Thing is, I know that he likes to bring some kind of setup, so is he going to go for a sub? If he goes for a sub on my Toxic, that's just rude. I don't... I mean, the only benefit of going for the air slash is a flinch, right? I really want to go for the top. I want to protect to see what you're going for, but knowing Shad, he's got stupid moves. He's got stupid setup moves, so I don't want to give him a free turn. I think I'll go for the Toxic. Yeah, he's got the Swords Dance, so it's a good job I didn't go for the Protect. I mean, I don't care what you want to do, I've got Mega Banette, right? I don't care what you want to do, I've got Mega Banette. I'm going to Protect, I'm going to see what you're going to do. You might Swords Dance up again, that's fine by me, that's absolutely fine. All I need is for him to get below a certain amount of HP. Because I am now looking at this. I mean, if we can get you to around 50%, then Excadrill has a chance, like, I guess. We need to keep Mantine around. I think, so at this point it's just figuring out who's my least valuable Pokemon. And Vileplume's really nice for the Seismitoad, but I mean, that's the thing, what are we doing to a Seismitoad? Like, at this point, obviously, like I said, I have conceded the loss. Because we're doing less to the Seismitoad. At this point, I have conceded the loss. But I don't want to just throw the game, you know? So, I've really got to think. I mean, I could even just sack off the Excadrill and then just hope that I've got enough bulk to stall out the rest. But like sacking off Excadrill, basically I need to sack off something and get Mega Banette in for free. So I can't switch into Mega Banette right now. So it's either Excadrill or I think it's Vileplume. I think that's the switch. He Swords Dances up again, that's fine, we can protect, we can rack up some of this toxic damage. It's interesting that he's going to +4 attack, considering, not +4, +6 attack, considering that I've got Destiny Bond. I am surprised at that. I didn't think he was going to get that greedy. Because what's the next toxic damage? 25%. Because at that point, I mean, I want to know what speed he's got. Because if we're going to say that he's not speed invested, then Tiny comes in. He's confusing me right now. He's confusing me. I mean, we're sacking this thing off. Let's just go for the Strength Staff in case he goes for another Swords Dance for no reason. I think he just did that just as a bit of a showboaty thing, like proving that, yeah, reversal, we live it. What? 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 I don't care if it's resisted. How is reversal doing that little damage? I'm saying nothing, mate. You've still got it. You've still got this in the bag. That is interesting. I want to know what your last move is. Is it reversal? Is that all you? Well, that sword dance reversal. Maybe like a. I don't. What are your other moves? Because surely reversal's your only offensive move. I don't understand. Right. Stay in the moment, Luke. Stay in the moment. You are going for wish. You're going for wish. If you go for wish, what do I want to go into? I think we still stay out with this thing. We just Giga Drain away, I guess? We just Giga Drain away. You're not. No, you're not specially defensive. You are defensive. Look, I don't even like. I cannot stress enough. I've lost this game. The fact that I've made it a 3-0 as opposed to a 6-0. Hopefully, this is a good game for some neutrals. If I had Naganadel. If I had Naganadel. Oh god. One of these weeks I'll learn to use it. One of these weeks I will learn to use it. I mean, you're going for the wish, and I know you're going for the wish, but I don't want to risk you going for the foul play on my switch into Aghanim. As nice. Oh god. Sorry, I'll try to speed up. Oh, that puts a time pressure on me. That puts a time pressure on me. Right, we know that your only attacking move is foul play. We're going to go into Mantine because your foul play is going to do nothing to me if you go for it. Beautiful, lovely, roost. Do we roost? Yeah, we roost. Yeah, we roost. Okay. Roost, what are you going to go for? Are you going to go for your wish now? Yeah. Oh, your baton pass. Okay. Okay. Well, we can just protect here and see what you're going to. Oh, okay. That. I didn't think that one through very well. Anyway, Morphophallus is definitely the switch. Ice Punch. Of course you've got the Ice Punch. Why would you not have the Ice Punch? We're going to protect just to rack up the toxic damage. And he's got the Swift Swim, of course. And he's got the Swift Swim, of course. I got a little bit excited, but I am very... Oh, do you know what? Don't give up yet. Don't give up yet. What's your Ice Punch doing to Mantine? That's what I want to know. Seismitoad. God, I feel like I'm on a timer now. Got to do a speed run. Right. How much did your knockoff do? Let's do some maths. Did 31.4% of Alplume. So that tells me that you have physical investment. What did I say? 31.4. So that kind of thing lines up, right? Obviously you're not bold. Let's just say that you're impish. Something like that, right? That lines up. So you're probably fully invested in attack. If you're fully invested in attack and you've got Ice Punch, what is that? Wait, are you choiced? Because I just realised I did all of my maths wrong then. I do be Jiria, I don't know what that means. Right. Ice Punch is doing 55%. So even if you are adamant, so that means that you're choiced. Right. That means that you are you choice banned? What? God, I hate playing Shad. God, I hate playing Shad. God, I hate playing Shad. Right, if you're choice banded, then I can't switch in with Mantine, right? No, I can't. Oh, God. Oh, God. I mean, we know that Politoed isn't Damp Rock. So we know we've only got one more turn of rain. At this point, we let Vileplume die. I think we bring out Tiny. Right. Swift Swim's gone. Tiny is killing this thing. We can even set up a sub. No, at this point, yeah, we go into Tiny, we go for the Earthquake. We go into Tiny, we go for the Earthquake. I mean, we could go for the Sandstorm, predicting the Politoed, but... Oh, okay. I'm just gonna say okay forever. Okay. God, I've got people messaging me. Now is not the time, boys. Now is not the time. Politoed does not bother me. I mean, I say that. It kind of does. Like, if Politoed, which, again, I have to type out all of his set, because Shad is the worst. Choice specs. 252. Modest. Let's just... No, not 252 attack. 252. Right, if we're pretending that that is your set, and you are also Drizzle. Fuck me. We know you got Weather Ball, we know you've got Psychic. We don't think that you've got an Electric type move, because you would have used it earlier, I imagine. Right, we know that Mantine can deal with Politoed. We know that. So Excadrill up against Umbreon, which is the current matchup. What the hell have I just pressed? That is not right. Right, we know that you're physically defensive, which is annoying. Actually, oh, didn't mean to press that. Right, what are we doing? Right, what did Earthquake do to Bayonetta? It did about 38%. Not enough. We can set up a sub. He's going for the foul play. He's definitely going for the foul play. He's 100% going for the foul play. If he goes for the foul play, he's doing nothing to Mantine. So we're going to Mantine, right? He wishes. Annoying. Very annoying. At this point, I think we want damage. At this point, I think we just want any kind of damage that we can get up on the Politoed. Or do we? Can we flinch? Can we flinch? No, we can't. Okay, but the Bayonet's down. And the Wish Pass into Politoed does not matter. At that range, right, I need to check this. At that range, does Excadrill kill? At that range, it's a roll, but Excadrill kills. So if Umbreon doesn't get a Wish Up, Tiny can do that. How much is Tiny doing to a Politoed that I cannot be asked to type out again, but we know that you're going to be like that defensively. So we just need to get this Politoed below 60%. If we're going to get this Politoed below 60%, do we just air slash? Do we naturally outspeed this thing as well? It's a speed tie. I want to go for the Roost, I think. Protect is nice to see what he's going to lock himself into, but I don't want to give him the free Umbreon switch. I think we Roost. I think. I tell you what, there's a... Whisper it quietly. Whisper it really quietly. There's a chance. There's a chance. There's a chance. There's a chance. I just need to get damage off on this thing. At that point, do we Toxic? I think we No, stop clicking things. Think it through. Shad, if you're watching this, you've got me so on edge. You've got me so on edge right now. My mind's gone blank. I hate this game. I hate Pokemon. I'm never playing it again. This is the last video that I'm doing for this league. Congratulations. I think we've got to stay in. We know he doesn't lock himself into Weather Ball. We know that. If he does, then I'm the happiest man in the world. We just need to get damage off on this thing. We just need to get damage off onto this thing. If we can get Aghanim in for free, go for the Shadow Claw, then we win with Tiny, right? With that in mind, I'm just going to go for damage. I made a mistake. Anyway, no, it's fine. It's fine. I think it's fine. No, I think I made a mistake then. We're going to Roost up in case he's... Okay, it is a speed die. It is a speed tie. It's a speed tie. Well, we die on this turn anyway. So I'm just going to go for the air slash. If we can flinch, that'd make no difference. Right, okay, at this point, EXCADRILL. It's a roll. It's a roll. Why is it a roll? Oh my god! At this point, it's a roll on Politoed and it's a roll on Umbreon. At this point, it's rolls, but I mean, what's Can we get up a sub? Like, what's? 1 second. Gotta type all this out again. 252. Drizzle doesn't make any difference at this point, and you are choice specs. Is that it? That's all we need to do. Modest specs. And we need to give you Psychic, which is what you're on. Psychic is breaking my sub. That's really annoying that Psychic's breaking my sub. At this point, okay, the other thing I need to calc is what is Mega Banette doing to the physically, not that Umbreon, the physically defensive Umbreon. Let's call you that. Shadow Claw is not. I mean, we can taunt the Umbreon, right? So at this point, we're going to Aghanim. Do we outspeed you? We're 75, right? Yeah, we outspeed. Get the Shadow Claw off. You're going to go into that thing. That's absolutely fine. We can taunt you if you go for the foul play. Oh no, I forgot. I forgot about that. But at this point, right? Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. At this point, it's just a roll. I played that bad towards the end, but it's a roll. Cause let's just do this again. Right? No, I'm hitting Earthquake. It's a roll. It's a roll. Yes. Oh, what just happened? The biggest of GG's to Shad. Whoa! I really hope my video hasn't messed up. I really hope my video hasn't messed up. Christ. I'm shaking. I don't know if you could tell. I was full of adrenaline then. I lost two of my 3 wing cons. I lost them in the first 10 turns. I cannot even begin to process that battle. I cannot begin to process that battle, so I'm not going to. I'm not gonna spend ages just talking about random stuff because my mind is so mush right now that I'm just going to be rambling. But the Bulbs are scraping their way through this league. But yeah, Shad, GG, amazing, and yeah, thanks for watching.